Hello, my name is Jamie Hodge and I'm with Allied Home Mortgage Corporation. I'd like to explain a really unique program offered throughout the state of Texas that potentially can save you thousands of dollars over the life of the mortgage if you're in the market to purchase a home. And this program, as we call it, is MCC, or Mortgage Credit Certificate Program, that is offered through the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. So exactly what is an MCC? How will this benefit me as a home purchaser? What it is, it's a federal income tax program that gives you a tax credit. A tax credit is a dollar-for-dollar deduction, and it's based on the mortgage interest that you pay over the life of the loan. This credit can be up to $2,000 per year. And just to kind of give you an example of how this might benefit you, let's say, for example, that when you file your income tax return, that you were going to get a refund of $3,000. Well, if you're eligible and get approved for this program, your income tax refund would be $5,000. So you get an extra, potentially up to $2,000 per year over the life of the loan. It's based on the amount of interest that you pay. Now, as you pay this mortgage in the latter part of the loan, most of your payment will be principal unless it'll be towards interest, so it's not always going to be $2,000, and depending on the amount of the loan, it might not be $2,000 up front, but it can be a significant savings. How you actually receive the benefit, if we get you approved for the program, you'll get a certificate through the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation, and when you file your income tax return, you send this certificate with your return, and that's how you realize that actual benefit. It doesn't directly affect your mortgage payment, it's indirect. So what kind of is the theory is that in the following year you have these additional funds to help subsidize your mortgage, and it just continues in that manner. Who's eligible for the MCC tax credit program? It is for first-time home buyers or applicants who have not owned a home within the last 3 years. If by chance you bought a house and sold it 3.5 years ago, then you would potentially still be eligible if you meet all the other criteria and guidelines for the program. There are income limits, and it's based on the number of family members who would occupy the property. What I might mention is that we participate in multiple grants and down payment assistance and first-time home buyer programs, and this particular program has some of the higher income limits. In fact, if you're by chance a teacher, a firefighter, a policeman, a nurse, it even has more accommodative income limits. And so it might be that you're eligible for this program just because of the higher income limits, where some of the other programs that might be available, you wouldn't be eligible because the income limits are more conservative. Types of financing. We have flexibility also with the type of financing that you can associate with the MCC. We can accommodate an FHA loan, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac conventional, VA financing. So if you're a veteran, this is also a program that you can take advantage of and utilize your VA benefit. Areas of availability. This is another uniqueness of this particular program. A lot of the other city and down payment and grant programs are limited to like Arlington or Fort Worth or Hurst. This is throughout the whole state of Texas. So if you buy a house in Mansfield or Roanoke, potentially, these funds are available. Availability and program terms. These funds are available on a first-come, first-served. Allied does not reserve the funds. We're just in partner with the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. We actually pre-process the paperwork and coordinate with this agency to get you approved. The Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation determines the terms and the availability. We don't have time to go through in detail all the requirements, but keep in mind we're just a partner, and they actually determine that you meet the income limits, that you haven't owned a home, that the program's available, and you meet all the other criteria and requirements that are available for the fund. So in other words, we don't guarantee those funds, we just help assist in you taking advantage of the funds. time frame to close. This is another benefit of the program. Some of these other grant and down payment assistance programs can take up to 60 days to close. Most transactions we can close with this particular benefit in 30 days or less. Again, it depends on the file itself and the buyer situation, but it's just a rule of thumb. That's a good number to use, so we can get you closed quicker. And just to kind of give you an example of how this might benefit you, let's just say, for example, that your house payment were $1,000. With MCC, your house payment will still be $1,000. But if you get that potential $2,000 tax credit and divide that by 12, that's the equivalent of lowering your house payment $166 a month. So indirectly, your house payment would be $834. And if you calculate that out as based on the interest rate, that's the equivalent, depending on loan amount and loan size and rates in general, of lowering your interest rate up to 2%. If you have an interest in getting more information about this program, us being the lender, we do the pre-application, the pre-approval on behalf of the program, and we would also approve you for the different types of financing that might be available. The first step would be to go to our website, www.alliedcorphome.com/Jamie Hodge, JameyHodge. Here's my name, Jamie Hodge again. If you want to contact me, feel free to call my cell number, 682-552-5546. Might also mention the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation does have a website for this program. Feel free to go to their website and you can get detailed information, and that will answer more of your questions. Their website is www.fschousing.com. Just to give you one more example of this program, we were given an example on a $115,000 loan. And over the life of the loan, the client saved over $45,000. So as you can see, it's pretty significant. And of all the programs that we have access to and participate in, long term, this program gives more of a benefit and more savings over the life of the loan. So it's pretty significant, and it's certainly worth looking into to see if you might meet the criteria and the guidelines. One other item that I might mention is there are additional fees for the program itself that's specific to MCC that goes to Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation. It doesn't affect your interest rate. It would be the same interest rate if you do or you don't get the program. The closing cost to Allied would be the same, but there are additional fees that are collected through this agency. It's typically $350 and 1% of your loan. So if you had a loan for $100,000, then the additional fees would be $1,350. However, if you're saving $2,000 a year, you more than make that up in the first year. And as you can see over the life of the loan, the savings are huge. It also might be where the seller could pay that. That could potentially be negotiated in your sales contract, and I would work with your realtor and help structure your transaction to benefit you based on getting this program. Also, I might mention I have another website, http://tinyurl.com/allied workshop. That's a site that we have completed different workshops on different aspects of buying a house. There's some really good educational information that might benefit you, that you might have an interest in. One last note, my NMLS number is 11343. That's my license number. And also, Allied is an equal housing opportunity, equal credit lender. We look forward to hear from you. It's been a pleasure, and we wish you the best of luck in your home buying process.